I'm on YouTube right now. Yeah, I got my purple on today. I wanted to wear a little bit of purple, my purple flare today. I wanted to do some purple. So first of all, let me tell you, I had to do a healing bath this morning, and I normally don't take baths like in the morning. I don't normally do that, but I had to take one this morning, and I did a sage and rose geranium, sesame oil, and orthoceras. So I took my geranium essential oil and my sage oil, put it into the water, put a bit of mixture of Epsom salt in there. Welcome to Be So Light. Hit that like button and subscribe. Welcome to our Starseed Moments of Moments and being into the moment of who you are and learning to be a starseed living in a human moment on this earth. So anyway, I took my healing bath this morning. Oh my God, it was something I really needed to do because my body was just in this. I can't even explain it, but I have to tell you what happened to me in the wee early mornings. So remember, I'm telling you about the great meeting. It's different for everybody. It's different where you will have your meetings. Sometimes you'll be meeting in groups. Sometimes you'll be meeting in just one-on-one, probably with your beloved self that has messages for you or healing for you or awakening some part of you. So this morning, like in the wee hours, this was the weirdest thing. So I got up and I went to the restroom. And then, because I was a little, like stiff and everything, I said, God, doggone human body. And I laid back down and I closed my eyes. And this is where it gets a little weird. And this is why I'm preparing all of you for your great meeting. So you don't go freak out, okay? So I lay down and I closed my eyes and I got my piece of garnet I've been working with. And then I went ahead and got my copper. I was working with my copper and I'm just laying there, doing my thing. I'm laying there trying to go back to sleep. And all of a sudden, I hear all of these voices, these men and women and these people talking, oh, we got to go and come on, we have to rise. And I mean, there was all this commotion going on and people were upset. They were ready to fight. And I'm like, where the hell am I? And it was so strong. I was trying to open my eyes to see where the hell I was, but I could just barely see. I was in a group of people. They looked like farmers. They looked like they were getting ready to just protest and fight. And it was like one person was pulling on me saying, come on, you got to come with us. And I'm like, no, I don't even know where I am. What is this? What meeting is this? And come on, you got to come with. And the commotion, their voices were so loud. And I was just like, oh my God, where the hell am I? Where did I end? What dimension is this? What timeline is this? Where am I? So then the next thing I know, I finally get my eyes open. And as soon as I get my eyes open, I click back into this timeline. And I'm like, where the hell was I? And the only thing I can think of is the timeline that I was on was so intense. It literally was like I was in the middle of a fight or a battle that was just getting ready to take place. So I was just like, oh my God, what is this? This is so crazy. And I had to sit with it for the moment because the voices and everything. And I said, where was I? And Spirit tells me, oh, they were spirits in another timeline. They were ghosts. I said, shut up. So I'm thinking that there is a real people and everything, but they weren't. They were spirits. And that's why they were pulling on me, saying, oh, you got to come with us. You got to fight with us. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming with you to fight with you. No. And that's why it kind of looks different because I saw suspenders, I saw plaid shirts, I saw these old fashioned type of hats that farmers would wear back in the day. Um, and I was just like, where am I? So just be aware that there is a lot of different timelines happening, and they are literally going like this, just like this, literally. Okay. So just know that it's these timelines are crossing. And then sometimes what happens, say, like, this is the timeline you're on, and this timeline's crossing your timeline. It's going to go like this, touchdown for a moment, and then go off. So whatever's going on in that timeline, that's what's coming up. So I thought that was really, really interesting. So let me take a look here. We have a full moon coming up. I think that's really interesting how we had the full moon on September 1st. And then we have the full moon on October 1st. So September 1st, we had the full moon. And on October 1st, we're having full moon. So I think that's kind of interesting that we're having that correlation with that. And this full moon that's coming up is called the White Existing World Bridger, guided by Spirit. So I'm using the galactic. So this is where we're going to see a lot of energy. But the most energy is coming up on the new moon in October. And that new moon energy is going to be on the 16th. And that's the one that's the super new moon energy that's bringing in a lot of Libra energy that's going to be coming in. And we have, wow, looks like we're stepping into some wave energy. So today is only just the blue magnetic night. And that's what's going on for now. And then tomorrow is a wave portal day tomorrow. Okay, so let me bring you up to speed on some of the programs that I'm going to be bringing. At this time, I am only going to be seeing healers physically if within the area where I am right now. I'm out in Rockland area. So if you are a healer, and I know you, I am available to start getting you ready for winter. Okay. So I only want to work with the healers. I only want to get them ready for the winter energy that's coming up. And then there's some people that I'll make some time to see. My work is going to be online, and since healing, the coaching, I have a couple of packages that I'm bringing out this week that I want you to take a look at. If you feel called to want to work a little bit deeper with me and maybe shed a little bit more into some of the things that are still kind of pulling you back from doing what you really want to do, and just getting into those places and getting to that root cause. Maybe it's all about working emotionally, mentally on some things, moving into your spiritual aspects of yourself and being able to take that on. And if it's just kind of cleaning up a lot of old mental patterns that keep going on and on and on, and you keep reliving it, that is a corded energy that you want to get rid of, because those corded energies, it is what keeps you stuck and keeps you reliving certain things over and over and over in your mind. So if you're going to break that, you want to make sure you release that, especially before we get to December. I'm telling you, I am just wanting to prep you for, I like this purple. Yes. Um, I'm just wanting to prep you for your great meeting, because if you're not going to get that great meeting in a place of just in your awakened state, it's going to happen to you in your sleep state. Okay, so just know that it's going to happen to you in your sleep state, and your sleep state can be a little bit wild, because if you're shifting in and out of different timelines in your sleep state and you go into your great meeting, you can get a kind of I don't know, kind of like a little bit of a rock and roll type of awakening going on there. But I just wanted to come on and pop on. I did a little bit of a video on Facebook under my Be So Light yoga page on Facebook. I'm only going to have that as a group teaching type of gathering. I am not going to use that as one of my main platforms. YouTube and Instagram are my main platforms. Instagram is where I have the most people that support what I do. And YouTube is getting there. It's coming along, but it still is young. It's still a baby, and it still needs to be nurtured, and it still needs to be watered. So I'm good with that. Um, but I do have some new artwork that I've been doing lately, and it's coded light work. It's coded activated codes, frequency codes coming through. So I when I close my eyes, I automatically start seeing these different shapes and different codes coming in. That's a part of the of your part of your star language that's coming in, your spirit language, your divine language that comes in, that's doing that. So I'm seeing that now. And one of the things you will be told what to do is to start kind of clearing up your body energy as far as what you're taking in. So today I am heading over to Sprouts to get my grapes and to make my famous Italian salad, and to have the butter lettuce with my olive oil and my olives in it, and um, just really take some time and nourish the body with that, and doing a nice mucus cleanse, getting that out. Got to get that out. And then I'm going to do some research and find out what yoga studios are open for hot yoga. Really wanting to start getting back into that, but I hope I don't have to wear a mask if I'm sweating to be doing that. Gotta be. So yesterday I walked into a supermarket store, a Quick Mart, forgot my mask. I went in there. I was on the phone talking to someone, and I forgot about the mask. And I finally realized, and I said, I'm in here now. I am not going back to my car to go get anything, put a mask on. It was just me and a cashier in there, and she was kind of laughing. She said, don't worry about it. I said, I'm so over this. I wasn't born with a mask on my face. Now I got to keep jarring my mind. Oh, you put a mask on. So I was happy when I went to San Francisco. I haven't really talked about that. Went to San Francisco on Saturday, and it was a blast. I had a wonderful time. Um, I was still in my tuning out, MIA, healing. I'm healing from what they call an emotional hangover. Emotional hangover. And it's when you've done so much work and you've been working with people, and all of a sudden now you're so depleted, you can't do anything. It's like you have to replenish yourself. So that's what I've been doing. I've been MIA from being in any kind of emotional type of energy where I have to do anything. I'm not trying to be of service. I'm not trying to be there. And I'm taking care of myself. Let me repeat that. I am taking care of myself. But what happens when you try to take care of yourself and you just kind of become MIA? Sometimes what happens, people get upset and try to take things so personal. And they start thinking, well, she's not returning my phone calls, or she's not. I'm MIA. I'm taking care of me right now. I'm getting some things realigned in my life that I need to get realigned. Sometimes you just have to do that and not feel bad about it, not feel guilty about it, not feel like, oh crap, if I don't do this or do that, this person's going to be mad at me about it. You know what? I just don't care no more. I really don't, because I have been going and going and going and going. And I just need a time out to that place where you can heal. And I talked about that in my other video about time out, where you just have to kind of realign yourself and do that, and do it without feeling guilty. Do it without feeling like you have to, do something. You don't have to do anything but breathe. Breathe is essential on this earth. You have to breathe. You don't breathe, you stop living. So I really just had to take a moment and just say, you know what, I'm MIA. So those of you that might be looking for me, I'm just MIA right now, taking care of myself. Please don't be taking everything personal. A lot of people do that and they just start trying to gaslight your butt and all this. I don't have time for that. I'm MIA, and when I show up, I'll show up. But I'm MIA right now. I'm taking care of me. Just you reach a point where you just get tired of the stuff, and you just have to go. You just have to kind of take care of yourself. So I'd rather go take care of myself than pay a price later down the road that shows that I didn't take care of myself. And being in this work, you have to take care of yourself. And like I said, do it without feeling guilty. Do it without feeling like, oh my gosh, I didn't take care. This morning, it was the greatest thing to be able to get in a bathtub, soak, put my oils in the tub, do a little bit of abhyanga, do some gua sha to myself. Yes, I got myself some nice orthoceras. Hold on a second, I'm going to show you. Okay, so I got my orthoceras. Now, because everything is in storage, I could not find which bin I put a lot of my tools in, because I took my traveling medicine bag down and I only have my medicine bag for what's needed when I need it. So I put a lot of other things in storage because I'm, just taking a break. So I went to the rock shop and I got two Orthocerases. One is a little bit smaller than this, but this is my baby. This is, Orthocerases are about 400 million something years old. They come deep out of the water. And these are really good for deep emotional removing stuff. So I've been doing a lot of clearing with it. I love working with my Orthoceras. It really works good, especially if you're someone like me that's Kapha. Kapha Vata is what I've been running right about now. A lot of Kapha going on. So I'm constantly doing a lot of guasha. And it's good when you oil up with good sesame oil and you're in the bath and you're doing your oiling and you want to get that lymph moving. Oil I do underneath my jaw, around my neck, because I've been having a lot of lymph stuff in here. Kind of got me a little spooked a little bit. But been doing a lot of lymph work. And then it's great for inner thigh, behind the calves. If you have to work inside your hands and press inward, love this. This is like your best part. How you just go into your hands and just press. So Orthoceras, this is a fossilized squid back in the day. And Orthocerases work on anxiety, stuck energy, emotional things that's in the body. Is like the best thing in the world to scrape out your feet, scrape out your hands. When you just want to get rid of stuck energy, better start doing that. When you just want to just kind of really break up any stuck connective tissue in the body. The trick to a good Orthoceras, you want to run your fingers along the edges. If your fingers get caught on it and it's rough, you're not going to want to get that, because what will happen when you're using it on yourself or someone else, you start slicing yourself up. Now, keep in mind, this is like limestone, a little bit of glass-like, and if it hits the floor, it breaks. But when you're using it, you can heat it up, you can have it cold, but it is the best thing when you're moving the lymph. And when you do it, you can actually feel everything just surging in your body, just moving. I like to use it face, I like to use it neck, I like to use it on the back of the neck, and it's really, really good. So I've been talking about that garnet. Look how big and pretty this piece garnet is. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I am a stone girl. Look at this. Look, look, look. Look at this. See that? That's a big piece of garnet. $9.99 for a big piece like this. Look at that. Worth it too. Look how pretty that is. Look at the veins, how deep that runs in there. See, when I work my videos on Facebook, I can't do a lot like this. It gets all distorted. It's not clear. But when I come over to YouTube and I do things and I say, hey, look at this, you guys can see this really clear. Okay. Garnet is a good stone to work with when you are emotionally depleted, when you are energetically depleted, when you are you need to revamp the body. So garnet is a really good thing. If you live here in California, you will take yourself down to Vacaville, if you're in the Vacaville, Fairfield area, and go to the rock shop. This is where you will find it. It will be sitting on a counter when you're checking out in a bowl. And there's some pretty big pieces. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Look how the light hits that. You see that? Amazing, isn't it? I just love it. So, got myself some garnet. Been working with it, and it's just really been helping because I'm just trying to build myself back up and get back into my routine of self care and love. And when I took the bath this morning, it was all about that. It was different. It wasn't the bath that you normally take at night to get yourself ready, to kind of relax. This one was all about, how am I setting up my day? How am I prepping my day? How am I wanting to be of service for my day? What's next, Spirit? What do you want me to do next? How do you want me to do this? So I said I wanted to really just be in my essence of goddess self. And I said, oh, I think I'm going to wear my beautiful violet flame purple hair today. And I said, I think I'll do that today. Why not? Why not? Why can't I? So I said I would do that and just kind of be, and then go out and get my grapes and drink some coconut water. Now, coconut water, if you're doing a parasite cleanse or a fungus cleanse, you can do your coconut oil and you can do your coconut water, because it'll get in there, and it's your own natural form of caprylic acid that will go into the body and start cleansing that mucosal lining where mucus and stuff is trapped. You want to get that cleaned out before we get into the dampness of winter. That's the number one thing. Get in there, get that stuff out, especially if you are kapha and you've been kind of slow, sluggish, hacky, whatever that is. Get it out now, because when the dampness comes in and when the weather starts to change, you don't want that sitting into your respiratory system. You don't want that sitting there. And the skies in the evening time are been turning this beautiful pink salmon kind of reddish color. And I know we're having a lot of solar flares that's hitting the planet. So that's a lot of gamma ray stuff that's coming in. Just saying, bump up on that chlorophyll. Take care of the body. So I will be putting together some new material. If you would love to contact me, you can contact me at 777 amdlovespirit3@gmail.com. Or you can also contact me on my Instagram at Priestess Makala 333. That's where I will be. And then here at Be So Light. And once again, thank you so much. Everyone has been buying the book. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I kind of freaked out for a second. What I do? I freaked out for a second. Well, because I went into my account and I'm looking at everything and I'm thinking, okay, well, let me, get my day situated. And I see this Amazon thing and I go, I didn't purchase anything from Amazon. What is this? And then I saw, payment. And I said, oh, people just really, I got paid from Amazon from my books. So, I am so grateful. When we were first shut down, I'm not happy about how it all happened, but when we shut down, I took that opportunity and wrote 2 books and put in ebooks and put them through Amazon, so people can get to them anywhere. They don't have to wait to have it shipped to them. It doesn't get messed up in the mail. It's ebook. You just go online, you look for it and download it, and you have it on your laptop, you have it on your cell phone, wherever it is, wherever you're traveling, you can pull it up and you can read it. And you can read more about what my work is. I purposely was taught by Spirit when Spiral Light came in and I was working with all the frequencies to brand my work. I am saying this to you because if there is something that you are passionate about and that you really want to do, you have to brand your work. Write about it. That's branding it. That's saying that's your work. When I do moxa treatment and the way that I do it with the clay and burning of the mugwort and open up the meridians, I branded that because I have a certain way that I do it. I have a certain way that I make the clay. I have a certain way that I have the crystal waters that blends in with the clay So you're getting all of that energetically, and then working with the meridian points. I branded all my work. So in order to brand it, you have to write about it, because once you write about it, you get your author name on top of it. It's your material, it's your branding. That's the best copyright you can have for that. Now, I might be told maybe that is not, but I see people who write their material out, you brand that material, and that's your work. This is the time that you step into yourself and start really doing what counts and what is important to you and what is good for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, all of you that have been buying the books and really, letting me know how you feel about it. And thank you so much for buying the books. So I'm going to hop off, and I will be back on a little later to talk about some of the healing. If you want to do some of the healing work that I did last night on Facebook, just go to Facebook, type in Be So Light /yoga, and you will be on my business page there to see the video that I did last night for doing some quick pyramid healing work that goes in and does some quick releasing on one or two things that you would like to release. And go and do that. But if you have time and you're not doing anything, and get yourself a piece of nice garnet. It's delicious. Just a nice piece to work with. So get a piece of garnet and start working with it. Do your research. All right, lovely. I'm out of here. I will be back tomorrow and do some more teaching and talk about the package deals that I'm bringing in, and so that you can actually start getting that loaded up. And also look for me on Instagram. All right. Have a great day. Bye. Be so light.